Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Holly. Welcome, I'm happy to have you here. Today I'm sharing with you another recipe with spinach. Kind of on a spinach kick this week, but it's very easy to make. You just need some flank steak or top round steak and very simple ingredients. Not really any measuring here. I just kind of put this all together, so it's very easy to make. Normally I use my mozzarella cheese, but I didn't have any left, so I'm using some Monterey Jack cheese that I had. So that's about maybe a half a cup or so. And I kind of just add it. I don't, like I said, measure anything. Some Parmesan cheese, some garlic powder. I'm using this New Orleans Cajun seasoning. I like to use this in a lot of my cooking. Some pepper and the spinach, which is a 12-ounce bag, and it is thawed and drained, and some bacon. And you want to kind of partially cook it. You don't want to cook it till it's crispy. You want to cook it sort of where it's kind of pliable, I guess you could say. And an 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. And I'm going to use this top round steak. I could not find flank steak, so that's what I'm going to use. And it's very easy to put together. So the first thing I want to do is just kind of score that meat a little bit. So I just put some marks into it, not cutting it through, just kind of, it sort of tenderizes it a little bit, and it'll be easier to roll up. So once I have that done, I'm going to take and put some cling wrap over the meat. And once I have that done, I'm going to take my little mallet that tenderizes, and like I said, it's great if you have some frustrations you want to take out, if you're angry about something, or just get some exercise. But that's all I do, is just spread that out. It helps to thin the meat out a little bit and to tenderize it a little bit. So it will flatten it. As you can see, it kind of makes it a little bit bigger. And once I'm done with that, then I add that softened cream cheese to a mixing bowl, and I mixed it up a little bit in my mixer, just so that way it kind of smooths it out a little bit better. And then I add some of that spinach, and I add a little bit at a time, and just to make sure I don't have too much of it in that cream cheese, but the whole bag worked out with just the block of cream cheese. Then as I'm adding more and more, just mix it up. It will be thick, so just make sure you have something that you can mix it up well with. And then I will take some of that Parmesan cheese and sprinkle some of that in to that mixture. And like I said, you can add as little or as much as you want. You don't have to add it if you don't want to. This is just how I make it. And that's what I like about this recipe. You can add what you want. Then I'm just going to add the rest of that Monterey Jack cheese to this. And as I said, you can add whatever type of cheese you would like. It's just one of those recipes. You can just do any ingredients, really. When I do chicken with this, chicken breast, I add artichokes to it. And then I felt like it did need a little bit of garlic. I wanted to do some minced garlic, and I had forgotten. But just to be quick, I just went ahead and used that minced garlic I had in the refrigerator and just added that to it. And if you want, you can add the seasoning to that mixture, but I decided to add it to the meat instead. So I'm just adding some garlic powder and some of that New Orleans Cajun seasoning. And then I'll add some black pepper to it. And I do this on both sides of the meat for both of them. And as I said, you can add whatever seasonings that you like, that your family likes. So this is just such a versatile type recipe. It's no set recipe, really. And that's what I like about it. So just add the seasonings that you and your family like. And then I just clean this up. That meat was on that cling wrap, not on the counter itself. And then I just cleaned it up with some disinfecting spray. And just put the bacon now onto that meat. And you want to kind of put the bacon into the middle part of the meat. That way when you go to roll this up, it doesn't slide out of it, if that makes sense. But I put about 3 pieces on each side, and if you can fit more, that would be great, but you kind of want a thinner layer so it will be able to roll up. So for me, 3 pieces worked for each side. Then I just take that spinach mixture, and you want to spread that over the bacon, and it was really easy to do. And you want to kind of spread it thinly as much as you can, and I did use all of the mixture for both of those, and that worked out great. I try to get it to where it's not all the way on the very end. That way when you go to roll it out, nothing's rolling out of it. So just continue to put that mixture on both sides. And I take the narrow end and start rolling that up, and you want to roll it up tightly. And then once you get to the very end, you want to make sure it's seam side down on your broiler pan or a oven safe pan. And you just continue to do that. Very easy and simple. I put mine under the broiler on low for about 20 minutes. I want to make sure that the middle part is cooked, but you can put this in the oven. You can see how it's going to have a spiral, but you can put this in the oven if you want. So this is another area where you will decide how to cook this. And whether you put this in the oven to bake or put it under the broiler, cook it to the doneness that you like. And this is what it looks like when it's done. So when you cut it, it'll have a spiral, and it was really delicious. It was that bacon really added flavor to it, and like I said before, this is just one of those things I like to just kind of put together and not have to worry about measuring anything, and just adding the seasonings and things that you like. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell. That will notify you when I post new videos. I hope everyone has a blessed day and a great week ahead. God bless y'all.